Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to And Unity for All. It's 4:30 in the morning. I've got insomnia, so I thought I would get a jump ahead. I've been meaning to do this and start getting my videos done at least a day in advance so that maybe I can start putting them out earlier in the day and see if that makes any difference in my viewership. Some people wonder why nurses are such avid activists, and there's a pretty good reason for that. By training, and I'm convinced largely by nature, nurses are critical thinkers. We look at things as a whole, but we also look at smaller systems that affect the entire organism, such as look at the digestive system, and if something goes wrong there, how does it affect other parts of the organism, the respiratory system, the vascular system, the nervous system. If you take that same mindset and you apply it to something larger, to society, to your country, to the world as a whole, it changes your perspective. And people in other professions are trained to do this as well, but for different purposes. Investors look at different systems and look at it as a way to maximize profit. Managers will look at it and look at profit or control or efficiency. Of course, there are different styles of management, but nurses and doctors, we look at the body, we look at society, and our urge is to heal, to make the system healthy. So that answers that question, why nurses tend to be activists. Another criticism I've gotten from my writing is that I've heard people say, well, you need to quote someone or give a source for your observations. No, I don't. No, I don't. Let me make my own observation here. Every original thought that you come across that you've never heard before had to come from somewhere. There's always a point of origination, point of origin. So don't let people do that to you. Don't tell them that you need to quote a source. As long as you have reason, as long as the facts are in your favor and you compile your own observations from facts, you do not need to be quoting someone else's source. We need more original thinkers. So think for yourself. Don't be afraid to think for yourself. Don't be a walking puppet. Okay? So, and don't try to push me to be a puppet. I'm not going to be someone else's puppet. I'm not going to quote all the time what someone else said. On occasion I will, but for the most part I make my own observations. I come to my own conclusions. They're pretty rational most of the time. So, alright, today's video plays into the video I posted yesterday about the cost of the military, and it plays into the one I posted a few days ago about fascism. This is about the militarization of our police. We know this is a problem. We've got police with armored vehicles, M16, bulletproof vests. And back to those M16s, those are not AR-15s. Those are military-grade assault weapons. And they're carrying around grenade launchers. Make no mistake, the only difference between that tear gas launcher and a military grenade launcher that launches fragmentation grenades is the ammo. They are the exact same weapon. There's no difference. If they load that launcher with a fragmentation grenade, they can kill people with it. So the next thing about that is that we're being told that these are military surplus weapons. How do we have military surplus? We keep going up on the military budget. We are bombing 7 countries right now. We've got military forces in over 50 African regions. We're expanding our forces in the Middle East. We're expanding our forces in Eastern Europe. Where is this surplus coming from? Look at the equipment that the police are using. It's almost brand new equipment. That's not some broken down surplus stuff that they can't use on the battlefield anymore. It's brand new shit. Pardon my language, but who's paying for it? You are. First you pay for it when it's sold to the military. If it's surplus, you pay for it when it goes to the military. Then the military turns around and sells it, and if the police forces pay for it, then you're paying your taxes to pay for it again. And we keep paying and paying, and who's making the money? Because it's not you, it's not me. All these weapons, and then when the military sells it, what happens? Then they have to replace it. Who pays for the replacement? You pay for it. I pay for it. So you paid for it the first time, you paid for it the second time, and now you're paying for the same equipment the third time. And every time that they roll off a new one, then some corporation is making money, and it's all out of your pocket. So they keep on expanding the wars, and they keep on militarizing the police more. What are the effects on the police? We know this. More and more people are being shot and abused by police, and there are entire websites and organizations that are working against this, but it keeps building up and getting worse and worse. Pardon me, I have a cough. Might be why I have insomnia. We keep losing more and more of our rights. Look at what happened in North Dakota last year. The water protectors against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Look at what happened in Ferguson last year. And look how little the media covers this stuff. Unless it's to say, oh, the protesters are violent, which in most cases the protesters are not violent, not until the police become violent. And the police are supposed to suppress the violence, to quell the violence, to solve the problems. The police are the problem. Up in North Dakota, they were turning water cannons on peaceful protesters in sub-zero temperatures in the North Dakota winter. They were firing tear gas at people, rubber bullets. This can't continue. This is suppressing our freedom of speech. The media doesn't want to report on it because the corporations don't want them to report on it. They're standing up for the corporations. What did our government do about it? Let's wait and see how this plays out. That's not sufficient. That's not supporting the people. And what happened? The pipeline got built, and then it broke and leaked hundreds of thousands of gallons of oil, which is why the protesters were protesting in the first place, to keep that from happening. The only thing that we can do is to keep protesting, keep writing to your elected officials, keep making phone calls. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no heroes. We are our own heroes. Speak up. Speak out. Stand up. Do not back down. We are headed directly toward complete fascism right now at high speed. Only we can stop it. Stay awake, stay aware, stay informed, stay involved. Network. Make connections with other activists. And stop attacking each other. Learn the difference between somebody that is actually an activist and a person that is just looking for conflict. Because there's lots of people out there, and they'll say that they're on your side, but they'll attack you just as fast as they will attack anyone else. Don't listen to the people that are just spouting off what the mainstream media establishment, the party, tells them to say. Look for the people that are willing to look at facts. Demand facts. Demand rational thought. Just keep doing it. Don't back down, ever. Be sure and share this video with your friends. And please like and subscribe. And if you can, become a patron on Patreon. I would very greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks.